It's a marshmallow world
Oh,
in the
stop it.
winter.
Just stop it.
Dun,
Are you kidding
dun,
me?
dun, 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 dun.
On
I
the
don't
way
know
to
the
work
words.
on the way to work today, Samantha, the DJ came on and he said they were playing the 25 most hated Christmas songs. That's one of them. And that song gives me instant rage, in case you can't tell, because it's not a marshmallow world in the winter. It never has been. Why are we associating the winter, which is something cruel, with something wonderful like a marshmallow? Just asking, right?
Okay.
And Santa Baby was number one. And that song, sung by everybody, anytime, any place, is the worst song in the whole wide world.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You hate you. Okay, stop being Scrooge for 5 seconds.
There's lots of songs I really love. They're just not those two. They're on the hated list. I didn't make the list. Somebody else made the list. They made the list.
I feel like you were consulted.
Oh, right. Just tell you, I should have just listened to it all. And I guarantee you, Here Comes Susie Snowflake is on there too. Tap, tap, tapping on your windowsill to tell you she's in town. Nobody cares that you're in town, Susie Snowflake.
How do you know a song you hate?
Because my mother played it all the time, over and over and over.
Oh, the tragedy of your childhood.
Tragedy of my youth.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to the longest hour and a half of your life. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just me.
No. We just had it. They're not about to have it. They're about to have the best hour and a half of their life. We just had the longest 47 minutes early. Ever. Oh, my goodness. How can something go so terribly wrong?
Well, you know, if you just knew how to start shit.
I'm not a starter. I'm a finisher, right? And then all of a sudden, right?
No, you're not. You know who will disagree with that entire statement?
He'll disagree with everything I say anyways. He's going to say I'm not a starter, I'm not a middler, and I'm certainly not a finisher. Right?
And you're a talker over?
That's nothing new. Samantha, friends of the podcast, right now you're wondering what the hell are these two talking about? Oh my goodness.
Oh, you know what it is? It's a full moon. It's minus 4,000 outside. Betty almost didn't start today. OMG.
Yeah, because it's minus 50. Who lives where it's minus 50?
We are probably colder than all the places on the earth at this point. Even Antarctica.
Yeah, and my question is, why don't they ever cancel the day?
They don't. They cancel school for kids.
Buses, like, oh, got to be careful for the kids, right? Watch out for the kids. Too cold for the kids. But the adults, off you go.
Get in your frozen car.
Get in your frozen car that's like a piece of ice.
Uh-huh.
Drive on frozen wheels. And pray that nothing happens, because if it does, you're going to die.
Coming home today, I got home and I looked at my face and I'm like, oh my God, my nose is so red. Did I freeze my nose?
Where were you? Like in your car?
I was in my car.
Oh my God,
it's not like I walked far it was just so cold.
And to new people listening to the podcast, 5 years ago, we actually would have recorded tonight in the car.
Yeah, that's
we
never
did. We did lots
again.
of minus 45s. We didn't care, right? Show must go on.
Oh my God,
Samantha. Other than today, how's your week been?
Week's been okay. You know,
good.
Slow start.
Anything new and exciting?
Not really. No, other than being frozen like a popsicle.
It's cold. And then tomorrow's supposed to be like minus 12. Like summer.
Yay!
It's supposed to be like spring. Spring comes tomorrow to Saskatoon. How wonderful is that, right?
Oh, well, that's good because I am over. I only remotely sort of kind of started Christmas shopping last Saturday and I'm already over it.
You're done? You're not? Why?
No,
why,
I'm over it. I don't want to do it.
I'm
not done.
You like threw in the white flag, threw in the towel, and you're like, I am tapping out.
No, because, okay, so I'm at a clothing store. I'm at a clothing store,
okay.
And I'm looking to pick up something for myself, but then I was like, oh, I should shop for mom. She likes this store too. So I started looking around and I grab a shirt. Oh, she would like that. Oh, and I grab another shirt. Oh, she might like that. And I'm walking around and all of a sudden I'm like, who am I kidding? I can't shop for my mother. She'll never wear any of these clothes.
Never going to wear. She's
What
never
am I
wearing that.
doing?
Right?
So here
Never.
I am having this bizarre conversation with myself in a clothing store. And then the associates kept coming up and asking me if I needed help. And every time I said, no, I'm just looking. I'm going to hang on to this clothing. No, I don't want to try it on. Thank you. And they just kept coming.
They're just doing their job.
I know, but like in between the bizarre conversation I was having with myself over, no, she's never going to wear that. Who do you? No, she won't, because she'll think there's too much polyester in it. I was like, I give up. I was like, screw that.
The problem, Samantha, isn't that you're done with Christmas shopping. The problem is that you're fucking crazy, right? Because if you're not talking to yourself at the grocery store, you're now talking to yourself at the clothing store. Like, I feel you can't go out in public. You're just like a wall. You're just like I'll be. This is who you and I are going to be in the future, right? I'll be wandering, just aimlessly wandering, and you'll just be aimlessly gabbing to yourself. We're going to be one weird friendship duo out there, right? Like, I'll just be walking around with a blank look on my face, oblivious to all around me, and you're just going to be chatting away to air.
Yep, pretty much.
Right? It'll be your new best friend will be air.
Yep, and yours will be the fact that you can't hear anything, so you'll be like,
already can't hear. I can't hear nothing, right? I am like teetering on hearing aids, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
And doing nothing about it, right? So I've fallen into that category.
Yes, you have.
Category. So that's kind of funny, right? You know what I'm doing? So I'm taking Christmas. I'm looking at the gift shopping whole experience differently. I'm gift carding my way through Christmas.
I would typically do that as well.
Because you know why?
For some reason, not this year.
Oh yeah, no, this year for sure for me. Because you know what I think, Samantha? I've decided, why is it my job to find you the perfect gift? And by you, I don't mean you. I mean every you and you and you and you. Why is that my job to find you the perfect gift?
Oh, that's true.
Like, I'm taking on a lot there, aren't I?
You are. And the thing is how do you know what the perfect gift is for that person?
I don't know what the perfect gift is for you or for anybody.
It's a lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress. So I'm just gift carding my way through Christmas. That's what I'm doing. I'm not deciding that. I'm not taking that stress on. I refuse, actually. I refuse in my 53rd year to take on everybody else's Christmas stress, right? I don't care what you want, actually. I'll give you a gift card and you get what that gift card tells you can afford. If it's a $10 Tim Hortons coffee or Starbucks coffee, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Right? If it's a $10 gift card for the Shoppers Drug Mart, Merry Christmas.
Okay, I would like to put my order in now. I don't want a gift card. I would like a pack of scratch cards, please.
I can give you that. Merry Christmas. Right?
Merry
I can get
Christmas.
you that. I can get you a scratch pack. Right? It's $20, a little more than I want to spend, but just saying, right? Just saying. It's funny how cheap I can get when I need to.
This is true.
Right? But I can get you that. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just like, I'm not taking on that stress. It's not my stress to have. That's your stress. You decide what you want for Christmas. I'm just going to give you a little something to help you out.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Do it. I don't care.
That's how I'm looking at it.
All right. Maybe that's how I should look at it. Then I'll stop talking to myself in public.
Right. Yeah.
While I
exactly.
while I try to shop.
While you try to shop, right? You gotta knock that off, right? People are taking notes and they're thinking you're weird.
Maybe that's why the associates kept coming up to me.
They think you're talking to them. Right? Her mouth is moving, but I can't hear her. I better go closer and see what she's saying. That's what they're doing.
Oh my God.
That's totally what they're doing. Yeah. That's totally what they're doing.
Okay, so I finally did a big grocery shop the other day. And do you know that some of the grocery stores that have, like, you can collect points, they're asking their customers to donate their points to the needy?
I read about that or online. I read that someplace, or I heard it someplace, maybe on the Twitter. And so it's a bit of a slippery slope, isn't it? Because, of course, it's a great cause, right? The needy need help. and need food, and your points can help with that.
Uh-huh.
But my question would be, what are the corporations doing? Are they also donating their points? Like, what are they doing to help out?
Are they matching?
Are they matching your points? Like, if they said, like, so let's just say, okay, say you go to whatever grocery store you go to, right? I'll say the Co-op because that's what I go to. Say we have Co-op points and they say, if you donate 500 points, we'll give 500 points too. I'd be interested in doing that. That would draw me in. I'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll do that because we're both doing our part.
Right.
Right?
I agree with that.
Because again, right, I want to do my part, but I think this is my new theory in winter 2022 and 2023. I don't think I should have to take on full responsibility and stress of making all the problems go away with my grocery points.
It's a lot of responsibility for grocery points.
Right? Because those points can also help myself, and
True.
times are tough for everybody.
Oh my goodness.
So, but if said grocery store is going to match my points, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's both be generous and help out.
Yeah, but that's the same as like going to like a Shoppers and they ask you to donate to a charity too. You can do like 2, 4, 2,
Do you
5,
do that?
10.
Are you that girl?
Not all the time, no.
No, it just depends.
It depends what the cause is at the moment, I guess.
And then that's kind of bad too, right? Because then we feel bad, right? Because it depends on the cause. Well, I don't know, every cause. How do you determine what cause is a good cause and what cause is a bad cause?
Well, sometimes if it's raising money for cancer, that actually speaks to me in a different way, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And I think if it's to do with, helping out a sick kid, I'm more apt to do that as well.
Right.
You know, I think it has to speak to you as a person. But I think you're right. When I look at that screen, it doesn't tell me if you donate $2, so will Shoppers.
I'll donate $2, right? And that's what it should be. They should help out. That's only fair. I think that's the way it needs to be, right?
I agree.
Oh
my God, we agree. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Alert. Warning.
No,
the screens may blow up.
That is a Christmas miracle right there. I tell you that right now, right?
It's an anomaly.
It is an anomaly. So this afternoon I went to a work thing, hey? And it was like a holiday lunch type of thing, right? It was fantastic, right? Had a great lunch. My coworkers who are all fantastic. Everybody, right? Everybody's talking, having fun, conversations. Everybody's getting ready to leave, right? So the lady who's giving me a ride home. Well, actually, it was even before that. Conversation comes up about how it's like, kind of crazy driving. Be careful out there, right? Slippery, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, yeah, you know what? Especially if you're with me, because don't ever put me in a situation to make me your lifesaver. Right? Because
What?
Yes. Because remember years back when we took first aid? And I felt that I was begrudgingly, and remember, and I felt strongly that you shouldn't force people to take first aid if they don't care about first aid.
Right.
I feel the same thing, right? So if you and I are in a car and we get in a car accident and I have to do mouth to mouth, that's going to greatly alter the course of our relationship should you survive. Don't put me in a situation to have to do that to you. And I
think of the weirdest things.
And I'm sure that that's what my coworkers are thinking tonight. What is with her? What goes through her mind? Why would somebody even think something crazy like that? But that's all I kept thinking was, you know what? We got to be careful.
It will forever alter our relationship.
It will forever alter our relationship, right? You survive and all of a sudden, hi, remember mouth to mouth? How was that awkward? Right?
Mouth to mouth is not the same as kissing, you dingbat.
It doesn't matter, right? It's still awkward to me because you're forcing me to save your life when I shouldn't have to because I'm not a trained professional.
If you're doing mouth to mouth, hopefully you have the proper, plastic thing, barrier.
I won't. If you and I
get
in a car accident, we are not equipped to prepare for that, right? It is lip on lip, and that's weird and awkward going forward. Going forward, that's weird and awkward.
And I'm sure anybody with you would be like, no, don't.
Right? Except for you can't breathe because you're almost dead and you're needing to rely on me.
I'll be okay.
You can't speak. You can't tell me. I'm getting mad at you because I'm like, you better be okay. I can't believe this would be our situation. And then what would happen? I would like probably kick you and go, fine, here we go.
Because you know what? In all good things, in any situation, Lisa, it's all about you.
Right?
It's not about the person lying on the ground who needs assistance. Right. It's going to be about how this is inconvenient.
How this is going to impact me going forward.
Oh my God.
Right? Right? Don't get me wrong. Can I splint your leg? Probably. Can I hold a cloth to your forehead? Probably. Can I be your cheerleader and say, come on, Sam, breathe, breathe, breathe. I can do all those things. But when push comes to shove, don't put me in that situation.
Nobody is ever going to want to drive with you ever again.
No. So the girl who gave me a ride home, the coworker gave me a ride home today. She was like going so slow. And I'm like, and she said, all I can think of is you. And I'm like, I know, right? I said, and that's okay. That's okay. Keep it there. Keep it there.
Oh my God. Seriously.
Yeah. Because I'm not a trained professional. I should not have to do these things.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to die, but I don't want to be the one that makes you better either.
Okay. Well, thank God there's 911.
Right.
And there will always be somebody close.
Do you remember when we took first aid?
You were horrendous.
Right? Because I felt I was being forced to care.
I mean, I don't love first aid and I never enjoyed going either, but
your negativity did not shine through like mine did. Right? Right?
Dear God.
I illuminated negativity.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
And could not even remotely try to change that. So I'm just saying, but then in fairness to my argument, if I may, in conclusion, just say, I like to believe that even though it would be awkward and it would alter the course of things going forward, I like to believe that Lisa Gibson is a good Lisa and would help you however she could. I don't know if I could bet on it though, but I'd like to believe deep down in my heart that I would help you.
The fact that you just talked about yourself in like third person doesn't bode well.
Because I've already separated myself from the situation, right?
Pretty much.
Right. And I want to believe that I would do the right thing, but I don't know if I would bet on me 100% to do that.
I wouldn't bet on you either. So
exactly, right? Nurse I ain't. Right?
I didn't go to school. Who comes first? That. Lisa comes first. Don't matter the situation.
Right? But I'll keep you happy and cheery while you're like breathing your last breaths and we're waiting together for somebody to come and help you.
Dear God.
Okay, just wondering, any baking update from your mom? Status update? Shut the fuck up. You're eating food. You're eating baking and I don't have any. Why is that? Why do you have baking and I don't have this? What is wrong with this picture?
I have Christmas crack.
Why don't I have any?
And a chocolate chip cookie.
Why don't I have anything?
I'm her daughter.
Do you have my stuff?
No.
And you're supposed to give it to me and you never did?
She gave me a sample.
Are you eating my stuff right now?
No. It's everybody's stuff. It's not your stuff.
But
and this is why you don't get nice things.
It's not everybody's stuff because I don't have any. I deserve nice things too.
This is why you don't get nice things, Lisa. This is why you're always last. Because you're like, gimme.
You're just sitting there eating it and gloating.
It's delicious, by the way.
I hope you choke.
The Christmas crack is
and then
on
I'm
point.
not there to save your life.
Oh, well, let's not get crazy.
I'm just saying. All right. So apparently there's no real status update for Lisa.
Well, and then I have another disappointing news for you.
Oh my God. What is with this?
Not only did she make 2 things and give them to me.
Yeah.
But she also tried her hand at shortbread again.
And
I had a piece of that when I was at the house today.
Okay. Because does she not know that I can be the taste tester? I can be the taste tester.
You have such a look of like concern on your face.
I feel it. We're like December 6th and baking is being baked and Lisa's not testing it.
Mom doesn't like to make it early because she doesn't want it to
She's
get freezer
making it
burn.
early. She's making it now, apparently. You're
Okay.
eating it.
But however, she didn't like the shortbread recipe that she used this time round. So Dad is going to take the hit and he's going to eat those shortbread cookies.
Okay.
And she will be making another batch for you because you like them the most.
Yes, I do. And
but you
what
will
about
have to share with others.
That's fine. What about these other goodies that you're eating?
And you may get some Christmas crack and a chocolate chip cookie.
Soon?
Maybe.
Like,
she usually likes to give you stuff together, hey?
I can take it in pieces. I can take it in bits and pieces. It doesn't matter.
Mom, when you listen to this, she'll take it in pieces.
I'll take it in pieces, Sheila. But I'm glad that you're baking.
Yes, but I get to taste it first.
Right, well, just careful you don't choke, right? You shouldn't be doing a podcast with food in your mouth.
I just wanted to,
rub it in.
Yeah.
Okay. And you rubbed.
Okay, but we need to talk about something that I feel like you might have a few words to say about it.
Okay.
Lisa?
Samantha?
How are you feeling about the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary?
Oh, this is a big topic at work too, hey? I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it.
Are you really?
Yep, I'm going to. I'm not going to read his book. I'm going to watch it. It's on Thursday.
Oh.
It's like the first set of them is on Thursday. I'm going to watch it, but you know what? I'm not going to be mad at myself for watching it either.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to cut myself some slack. I just want to know what all the hype is.
But why would you be mad at yourself for watching it? Because you feel like
I'm kind of going against my better judgment.
It's a diss against the queen.
I don't know if I'm thinking that, well, you know how I feel about that, right? So I don't know if I think that it's so much that, but I feel I'm going a little bit against my better judgment, right? Because I'm very anti them, but I'm curious, right? I'm only human.
This is true.
Right? So I'm going to watch it. Are you going to watch it?
I think I might as well.
Yeah, right. I think I need to know what apparently their truth is, and then I'll let you know if I think their truth is truthful. I'll let you know, right? I'll know.
But it's their truth on how they perceive things.
Yeah, right. So it's probably a lie.
So
probably wrong, and it's probably a lie.
But that's how they see it. So how can it be wrong if that's their truth?
Because they're wrong. So that's the number one reason how it can be wrong.
So you're going into watching the Netflix documentary
already not supporting them.
Right. Yes. Bias, judgmental.
I'm still team royal family.
I know.
Yeah, I'm still anti them, right? I'm just wanting to see what all the hype's about. That's really what it is. Samantha. Right? Okay. So I saw an interesting picture on Instagram today, and it was of a box of triscuits. But now what they've done with the triscuit is they've made mini-sized ones.
Really?
So dear triscuits, your mini-sized triscuit is not a solution for your nasty cracker. And it's actually been done before. It's called a Shreddies.
Oh, it is a Shreddies.
It's a Shreddies, is it not? Or it's a mini wheat.
Oh, well, it
without
could
the
be
icing,
mini wheat, yeah.
Without the frosting. It's a mini wheat.
Yeah.
So, dear Triscuits, you're making them small and putting them on the little character boards. I get it. Looks cute. Still a shitty ass cracker.
It's still
eating wicker. Right? It's still eating furniture. It's still eating a piece of right? Piece of wood it tastes like, right?
Almost a piece of wood. Yes, that's
Didn't we decide that no matter what flavor there is of Triscuits, because I think there's 752 flavors.
Yeah.
They're all still, there's no flavor that's covering up the taste of Triscuit. Yes, I believe so. I think we decided that a long time ago.
Why, for some reason, Cindy Harder's name is popping into my brain as someone who said that she would eat a Triscuit and that they were delightful. I don't know why. Yes.
And that comes in, and you think it might have been Cindy? It might have been.
It might have, because she suggested a couple of things to put on the Triscuit, and that made it better to eat. But correct me if I'm wrong, Cindy, but I feel like That's
A
what she
vegetable
said.
thin is still the way to go.
A vegetable thing. I think that is still. Have you ever tried? Okay, Cheez-Its.
Too cheesy.
Too weird. They're weird tasting,
They're too processed cheesy,
right?
right? It tastes like a cheesy,
And,
not a cracker.
right. And they have a new flavor apparently.
Oh.
Like, what was it? White cheddar, or I don't know. It
Ew.
was another flavor, and I'm like,
They're
I
too
don't think we
strong.
like their original.
No, they're too strong. I think America likes Cheez-Its. I don't know if Canada likes Cheez-Its.
Well, they're here. Apparently, we do.
Like, but why do we need that? Why, what was so wrong with Ritz? Remember, we just had Ritz.
People still eat Ritz, though.
But the thing is that now there's so many different crackers, right? Remember, there used to be a Sociable, a Triscuit, a vegetable thin. What's that round one that we get in the summer for our character board?
Oh, Breton.
A Brighten and a Ritz. There used to just be 5. Now there's like 100.
It's 105.
I feel that we're all crackered out.
You think now there's too many choices and now we need to slim it down?
I think we need to scale it back like everything, right? I think we need to scale it back. Scale back the cracker selection. I don't think we need that many selections.
Okay.
Right? We didn't need it back in our day, back when we were kids.
Back
right?
when we're having cheese and crackers.
Right? Back when we were kids, you had 2 types of cookies. You had a chocolate chip and an oatmeal. Pick one. Maybe a peanut butter if mom was really adventurous.
Okay, but let's be real. When I was a kid, my cheese and crackers involved a saltine.
Exactly.
It didn't involve a fancy cracker. Fancy crackers were people who had cash.
Yeah, right? Right? It was a saltine or nothing, right? You want a snack, go have some crackers.
You want peanut butter and crackers? There's a saltine, slap some peanut butter on it.
Slap some on, right? Exactly. Here's something interesting. We've just introduced the cheese slice back into the household.
Oh my God, why?
I love a cheese slice. I love it. I love it in my grilled cheese.
You're like my mother.
I love it just like as a little snack to go. Oh, I love it. So I love it on a sandwich. I love a cheese slice.
No, processed cheese is bad.
Yum. And I am happy to say that taste has not evolved. It has not evolved since I was a kid. It tastes the exact same. Exactly.
Oh my God. At least tell me you're buying a name brand cheese slice.
Well, Kraft, right? Just the Kraft. The thins, right? Because you don't want too thick, and it's too thick cheese. Like Mike always likes his grilled cheese with like sliced cheese, like from the block. Like you, right? You like block cheese.
Yes.
I prefer cheese slice. I grew up with, this is funny, I grew up grilled cheese sandwiches only with the cheese slice. Only.
I mean, us too. But now that I'm a grown up and I have taste buds,
yum.
Some of us progress and some of us regress.
I guess, right? But I was like, when I had them, when they were back, I'm like, they're back in the fridge? Shut up. I was so excited. I'm like, where'd we get these from? They decided they weren't on the list. Because if I would have ever put those on the list, there would have been a million reasons why they are horrible for you. Right? Like Gibson puts them on the list. They come into the house, right?
Okay. Grab a saltine and a cheese slice, Lisa.
Saltine and a cheese slice, or just a cheese sandwich with a little bit of mayonnaise for lunch.
Oh,
Yum. So the other day I treated myself to a hot chocolate, right? It was around, I don't know, maybe 1:30 in the afternoon. I hadn't had any lunch, but I felt like a hot chocolate. And I go into the Starbucks, and my boss was in the Starbucks line, so we were talking. And I said, if I knew you were going to be here, I would have bought you a hot chocolate. And she said an interesting phrase. She said she doesn't like to drink her calories. And I'm like, isn't that interesting? Hey,
it's not new though.
I've never heard somebody say they don't want to drink their calories.
What?
I've never heard that phrase.
Oh my God.
All I thought is that's a smart way to not add extra calories to your diet.
Yeah, but you would have to like eat.
Yeah, but imagine if you didn't eat and then you didn't add calories, you didn't drink your calories.
So you're not eating and you're not drinking.
Or you're minimally eating.
How would you like to exist?
You're going to eat minimal, right? on a need to eat basis and not drink your calories. Is that like
to eat basis?
on a need to eat basis? Come on, let's be honest, right? Sometimes we're eating not on a need to eat basis.
Yes,
right?
we're eating on a having an emotional day.
Right?
Basis.
On a want. We're eating on a want more than on a need.
Uh-huh.
Right? I'm just saying, right? And I'm like, oh, she might be onto something here.
Yes, and it's been going on for quite a while. I don't know where you've been.
I've never heard that. Nobody invited me to that party.
Oh my God.
Yeah, nobody. I never heard that. I'm like,
okay, well, party's been around for a while.
Where have I been? How have I missed out on this?
Well, now that you're not going to eat or drink anything, so, maybe you'll finally lose that muffin top.
Well, you never know, right? I mean, maybe it's a start. It's a start.
Oh,
just another option. Just gathering my options for the new year.
Uh-huh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sounds awesome.
Uh-huh. I'm excited. Can't wait. Just wait and see.
Oh my God. Okay. So, I love a good Hallmark movie, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Well, sometimes the Hallmark movies have like soap opera actors on it.
All the time they do.
They cross over.
Or go up or down.
Go up or down. Whatever.
Right?
Whatever. But you know what? I was thinking soap opera actors are like the retail workers of the acting world. Nobody ever takes them seriously.
It's very true, Samantha, right? They're not taken seriously. Nobody thinks that they can do a good job.
Right. And they get a little disrespected.
Because, I don't know, because they don't wear their accolades on their coat.
Well, because they're not, they're a TV star. They're a daytime TV star, I guess. But like, they're not a big flashy movie star. They're not starring in a nighttime show.
Right? When you think of a soap opera, it's like, oh, you're on a soap opera?
Right.
Right? Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm on a soap. Oh, you're on a soap opera?
Uh-huh.
Samantha, what do you do for a living? Oh, I work in, you work in retail?
Right.
It's kind of the same type of, you work in retail.
You work in retail. It's
right.
it's like you meet somebody, you tell them that what your job is, and all of a sudden your IQ for them has dropped 10 to 20 points.
For sure, right? For sure it has.
And you're not entirely sure how that happened.
No, you don't
just
know.
Just by
right?
mentioning the job you work at.
Yeah, because they don't even know you. They don't know how smart you are or aren't.
Right.
Right? It's so weird. And I think but I think that that's totally true with the soap opera actor. Meanwhile, that soap opera actor, if you think about it, he's filming 5 days a week.
Uh-huh.
Tons of dialogue.
Yep.
Think of like Sonny Corinthos has to learn a lot of dialogue, right? Like he has to learn. He's like a player. He's got to learn a lot of lines.
He's a very busy guy.
Right? He's a busy guy, right? 5 days a week. They got no turnaround, right? New story. I bet you they probably work harder than lots of people.
That's true.
Oh, that's retail workers too.
Uh-huh. That is true.
I'm not saying we work harder than all the people, but I think retail workers sometimes work pretty darn hard too.
Well, they take on a lot.
I have a bunion that tells me every day of my retail journey, reminds me of my retail journey over the last 35 years or 30 years, right?
My aching knees tell me the journey has been long.
Right. It's been long, right? Your body, right? My poor dad who has to get his hip done, he said, that's what retail got me. It's going to get me a new hip. Exactly. Right? That's what it does, right? Retail hurts you, uh-huh. Right? Hangs you out to dry.
I appreciate soap opera actors and actresses. I think that it is a tough job. I think being a retail worker now is a really tough job. Anybody who has a front-facing service job
with the people,
kudos to you.
Right? So my question then, okay, is when you see said soap opera actor on the Hallmark movie, is that a step up or a step down?
It's a step sideways.
It's a sideways. I think it's a lateral, right? I think it's like, I don't think it's an up or a down. I think it's just a crossover.
I think it's a crossover. And then I'm thinking, lucky you look at you making the money.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's if is Hallmark paying a lot of money? I don't know.
I think that they make a lot of movies, and I think they make a lot of money.
They do. I just don't know, but I don't think it's not like Leonardo DiCaprio's not joining up.
No, it's not that kind of money, but I don't think it hurt. I don't think it's horrible.
Just like soap operas, I don't think it's horrible. I feel we're
No.
very long-winded today about some things. I feel passion. I feel passion. Passion. I have passion, Samantha.
We have passion for the overworked and underpaid.
Right? Taking up a cause. We're taking up a cause.
Hang on, I gotta go build a banner or a poster or
I
something.
gotta get up. Hang on. I gotta add another level to my soapbox. Right? We did that last week, and I think we're just continuing it.
I think so. Okay.
Are we like jaded and wrong? Do we feel we've been wronged?
Oh, maybe.
Hey? Are we like are we Alanis Morissette right now? Right? And now I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that award show. I don't like how you're treating me.
Oh my God.
Right? She got a little too big for her britches, in my opinion.
All right.
All right. All right.
So, Lisa, did you figure out how to watch the Casey Anthony series?
Yeah. Yeah. Mike got it for me. So here's
Did
the
he?
thing. Yeah. Here's the thing, friends of the podcast. I'm watching the TikTok late at night. And I follow Rosie O'Donnell because I don't care what people say. I think she's a very smart woman. And she said, one night, she said, I'm going to watch the Casey Anthony documentary. It's a 3-part documentary. It's on Netflix. Or no, it's not on Netflix. It's on Peacock. She's like, I'm going to watch it. She goes, but I shouldn't because she's guilty. Who does that? What a bad mom, blah, blah, blah. And everybody knows that she's guilty even though she got off and was found innocent. Then she watches it. And I'm watching her TikTok the next day, and she says, "I believe her. I think she's not guilty." So then I gotta see what this is all about, right? I can't tell you where I got it from, so I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Right?
Don't tell us.
I'm not going to tell you that, right? But I'm watching it. I'm not done it yet.
Oh, okay.
She's convincing. She's either innocent or a total psychopath. That's all I'm going to say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right? Because she's good. Yeah, she's convincing. She's convincing.
Huh.
Yeah, like the Oscar goes to Casey Anthony. I don't know.
Well worth watching.
Well, I don't want to say that because it's creepy, right? It's about a dead baby, a dead 3-year-old. So I don't want to say like well worth watching because that sounds bad, right? When I said that about Dahmer, everybody thought I was crazy and horrible. But kind of like interesting. There's more to it. What's interesting is that you see a lot from her defense team. They're explaining it.
Oh, okay.
And that's interesting, right? Because those are credible people, smart people.
Yeah.
Right. So it's interesting. It's interesting.
I mean,
so
really, it's just a perspective, right? Like you're just getting a different side of the story than potentially what was portrayed in the media, which isn't always telling you the whole truth, right?
I know. Exactly. Right. It's hard to say, right?
All right.
So
I'm probably not going to try and find it. So,
well, if you can find it, go ahead and watch it. That's all I'm going to say about that. So you know how I'm like the air fryer queen, right? Like I've got that sucker mastered, eh? Like I am cooking up some masterpieces in it. I am really, really, really good at the air fryer, at frying, at cooking the air frying type of food.
All right.
But we finally did it. We finally tried my old tried and true favorite, right? My meatballs.
Uh-huh.
Never done them in the air fryer before. Whoa. You're welcome. You're welcome. So good. So good because it makes them a little bit crispy, like it would like in the pan, right? Yeah. And they're so good. And then you put the Diana sauce on after. I feel that there's not enough appreciation to that dish. I feel that dish is underrated for some reason.
Dish.
It is a dish. It's an appetizer, actually.
Meatballs and Diana sauce.
Meatballs with Diana sauce.
Okay.
Right? Like little cocktail, like it's fancy. It's actually fancy. It's fancy. Right?
Okay.
It's a fancy appetizer to be served at parties, like at Christmas time and stuff.
All right. So are you going to like get on your social media and start waxing poetic about a meatball and a Diana sauce?
I might start doing that, right? I'll have to cook them up again. They were so good. I love them so much.
And what would the poem, how would you start the poem? Ode to a meatball.
Ode to a meatball that is not taken seriously enough, right? Like people just don't know what they're missing, right? It's just a Swedish meatball. I know that. But then when you put it in the air fryer and it does its frying with the air, it just makes it something special. It's like a whole new special element to it. And it's so good. And then you put the sauce on it, like the Diana sauce. So good. So good. Right? You'll be the hit at any party, I promise. I promise you, right? I promise.
All right, Lisa.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So you went part 2 with the Christmas movies.
I did go part 2 because I thought there was a demand for it.
There was a demand. Okay.
I've never done a part 2.
Facebook Tuesday, you kicked the Christmas Carol because it was too creepy. I agree. It is creepy.
It's not creepy. It's old.
It's old. It's old and maybe slightly creepy. And then A Wonderful Life, snooze fest. People were like, no.
Like, it's like, you can't touch it. Don't touch that one.
Oh my God. You're defending it.
I am defending it. I'm defending it. The Wonderful Life.
And they also believed that the bear was too much.
Yogi Bear.
Yogi.
People didn't like Yogi Bear.
No, nobody liked him.
Bear. What's that about?
I don't know.
Would Yogi Bear ever do to anybody, right?
But I would just
basket.
Yeah, but I would just like to say that we are going to be keeping White Christmas at the National Lampoon's Vacation. And sorry, not sorry.
I hate National Lampoon's Vacation.
It's funny.
It's stupid. Gone.
It's funny.
Gone.
The squirrel in the tree, and then the old man who lights the tree on fire, and then it's like
keeping Yogi Bear over that one.
Okay.
And then here's my question. Came up today at my lunch. The Sound of Music Christmas movie, yay or nay?
Oh, you're totally watching that during Christmas.
You are. I don't know why though.
I have no idea why either.
Why? And then I'll watch it again at Easter for some odd reason.
Oh, well, no, I've never done that. It's always been a Christmas movie.
Yeah. But is it about Christmas? There's snow.
No, there's no. It's not.
There's
really
just
about
snow,
Christmas.
right? But it's not really about Christmas.
It's not really about Christmas.
Weird, hey?
Yeah, but
I don't miss it.
No, and you will sit down and you will watch the whole thing, and you will
all
sing
4
along.
hours of it.
Yes,
all 4 hours.
Yes,
that's Julie Andrews deserves that from us.
For sure. And you do not mess with Julie Andrews, people.
You don't, right? You don't mess. That movie's perfection, and you leave it alone. It doesn't even go on a list.
16 going on 17.
Right? It doesn't even go on a list because you can't even take a chance.
A female
right?
deer.
All of it, right? And you, all of it, right? It's brilliant. You don't mess with a masterpiece.
You don't.
You don't mess with that shit, man.
That's how I feel about White Christmas. You don't mess with Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby, people.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You don't.
That's how I feel about Miracle on 34th Street. You don't mess with that one either, right?
Apparently we have favorites.
Apparently we do.
All right, guys. You want to connect with us? You can find us on, a lot of social media. We have Facebook, which is I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam. Just join the group. We welcome all new members. Instagram is I Shake My Head. Twitter and TikTok are both _shake my head. So come find us and chat with us on any of our social media platforms. We do have Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/I Shake My Head. And for as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early and an extra episode every month. And just a quick reminder that we do have I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com.
Samantha, what do you do when you can't sleep at night?
Let
me paint the scenario. Do you? No, you don't. Let me count the scenario. You're having a good sleep. You get up at 2 a.m. to go pee because, right, nature calls. And you lie back down and sleep is officially over. What do you do?
Oh, God. Well, typically I probably... Other than get mad. Other than think about how many hours I have till I have to get up again.
Right. You start counting down.
Yeah, which is where the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. Right.
I probably would open up my phone, find like a sleep meditation app, and hope that something lulls me to sleep.
I'm totally convinced that when I open up my phone and I put in something that I'm to listen to, it makes my mind awake.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm like wide awake. I'm like, okay, I think I'm not sleeping because I'm listening to things. Right?
But the point is to hear it, but to not pay attention to it, and then it becomes the white noise that everybody sleeps with. You know how people have white noise canceling?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it should become that for you. Sometimes it can be distracting, and all of a sudden you're getting woken up because apparently your app is still talking to you.
Right? And it's like, I don't know. I had that night on Sunday and I was like from 2 till time to get up for work awake.
Oh,
And I just like laid there, right? Thinking, okay, because soon I'm just going to fall asleep because that's what my body is supposed to be doing right now.
yes.
But I think I get so worked up when I wake up in the middle of the night and have to go to the bathroom because I know that the potential to ruin my sleep is just here now. So I feel like I'm being set up to fail because if I don't get up and go pee, I'm going to pee the bed. And that's going to wake me up.
Yes.
And if I get up and I turn on the lights, go to the bathroom, blah, 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 right? All of a sudden I'm awake.
Huh.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, but didn't your mother train you to like go to the bathroom before you went to bed so that you didn't get
Yeah.
up during the night?
Yeah, but I still get up, even though, and I don't know why, because I won't even have a drink and I still will have to get up some nights. And then I'm just like, and then I'm mad. And then that's of course after, you wake up, you kind of have like the sneak pee, right? Where like, you can start to tell, that it's coming and you should probably get up, but you try and fight it for the first hour. So really you're going probably 5 hours of the evening without sleep.
God.
Right? And I'm like,
So, okay,
win
but
that
didn't
war.
you say that sometimes your couch is magical? So why don't you just move to the couch?
Because that's a bad habit to get into.
It is, but you obviously were up anyways. Right?
Right. That's true too.
What's the
That's
difference if
true.
you're lying in bed awake or if you're lying on your couch awake?
I guess I've never really thought about it like that. I just think I know it's a bad habit to start falling asleep on the couch.
Uh-huh. But it's
Right.
also a comfy couch.
It is a comfy couch for some reason.
So
I don't know. I don't know. One of my issues.
It's very frustrating though to wake up and like
know that the night is still young, but the sleep is done.
The sleep is done.
Sleep is done, right? Like fuck right? God, I'm like, God, I could just go to work now. There's probably some shit I could get done.
True.
Right? That's
very,
weird
very
going
true.
to work in the middle of the night. Right?
It is a little strange.
I don't know. Made me mad. I was just mad, instantly mad.
Because it's like freezing outside.
Yeah.
But
so
I'm just
cool.
curious, like, how did pets used to survive the winter without all of their accessories?
I don't know. We're pets. Are they kind of like the Gen X kids and they just have evolved to now be real needy? Because they used to be okay in your backyard.
Yeah, they used to be, but now
they need boots.
They wear boots and they have a coat on for all of winter because Pixie has her little fleecy coat on.
And there's some dogs that even have a coat on at home now. Just wear their coat as part of their day.
Pixie always has a little coat on.
Even if she's not going outside, like she's just at home, put on it in her sweater.
Yep, you bet.
Right? Like when did this happen and why did this happen? I'm all for, don't get me wrong, friends of the podcast. I'm not saying abuse your pet. If it's too cold, they shouldn't be outside. I get all of that.
No, pets should not be outside.
No, right? But it's always been too cold in the winter for pets. And pets used to be able to still go for a walk and still function without having all the accessories.
That is very, very true.
Is this a pet thing or is this a pet's parent thing?
No, I think it's the pet parent thing.
A pet parent thing.
Yeah.
Because my mom used to have a little dog a million years ago and her name was Muffin. And Muffin wore a sweater. And Muffin knew that she looked ridiculous in her neon green sweater. And you could say to Muffin, "Hi, Muffin, I like your sweater." And she would growl at you because she knew you were making fun of her. It's like, totally making fun of you, Muffin. You look ridiculous in your sweater.
And we used to have a dog when we lived out in BC named Muskie. And Muskie was not an indoor dog. He lived in a dog. Oh,
Yeah, you can't even have those dogs now.
Yeah, there was a dog house. He lived there. He ate outside. Like this dog never came in the house.
Like you can't even own that dog nowadays. That dog doesn't even exist today.
No.
Right? Because that's like, no. They retired that dog.
Yes.
Right? That dog's retired.
That I don't, yeah.
There's no outdoor dog. There's no outdoor dog. Like there
are outdoor dogs, but I think that their parents have a really fun time dressing them up.
I don't know. It just seems like it's a lot. I think that the pet accessory market is really, really oversaturated.
I think it's doing well.
I think it's doing well too, right?
I think it's doing very well.
Yeah. So on Saturday, we did something we haven't done together in almost 3 years. We went and got our hair cut and colored together.
Yes, we
Well, one
did.
of us just got a cut. One of us got the cut and the color, which was you.
Uh-huh.
Right? However, it made me think about how I've been doing my hair. Because I think I've been taking a shortcut. I think
your hair is really not that long. How big is the shortcut?
Well, because I think that now what I'm doing, right, is because I'm tired at night, right? So I'll have a shower at night. I still have a shower in the morning, right? Because I don't but I'm not necessarily washing my hair at night and then in the morning. So I'm washing my hair at night in the shower, right? Put some stuff in it, let it dry, and then I go to bed. And then when I have my shower in the morning, I just get clean. So I feel like I'm not doing my hair the same way that I used to do it. And I'm a back sleeper, which means I'm just brushing out the back of my head to get that crease out, right? Because you get that permanent crease when you're a back sleeper.
Oh my God.
I'm just brushing it out.
You have no hair and you think that you need to have
a shortcut. I need a shortcut
to get yourself, I don't know, ready quicker in the morning?
Prettier in the morning? Prettier? So you spend more time on my pretty? Because who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl. Right?
Oh my God.
I know, right?
You're so lazy.
Is it lazy? Is it lazy? Are you sure it's lazy?
Or you're just lazy in the morning, like, because you're doing all the work at night, but then your hair gets all funky when you sleep on it.
I know. I just add more product to it.
Because that's a good look.
Some days I can pull it off and it is a good look. Other days, I'm not really pulling it off, but even though I'm still using it.
So are you approaching people in a certain way so they don't look at the back of your head?
No. Back of my head. I spend lots of time brushing it out, brush it out to get rid of anything that looks like I've been sleeping on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's not the issue. The issue is just like, I feel like I've been taking some shortcuts. Right?
You think?
A little bit, right? A little bit. So I'm hoping to right that wrong.
Oh my God. You had to take a shortcut for your short hair.
For my short hair, I've been taking a shortcut.
Okay. Let's just think about that.
Like, you know what? It's like when we're at the lake, right? And we have right? And I just have it wet before I go to bed. That's what I've just been doing.
All right. So the summer shortcut became the fall winter shortcut.
I carried it. I carried it with me.
Okay. You carried it over.
I brought it along.
Got it. Okay.
Got it. That's
it's
what
sad.
I did.
It's a little sad.
I know, sad. Right? Listen, don't judge me. I'm like sharing this with you, right? I'm not, why are you a judger? You're always a judger. And yet you think I'm the judger. Yes, you are. You just judged. Actually, you didn't judge. You shamed. You just shamed. Really?
Miss
Messy Bun for 4 years?
It literally would take you 5 minutes.
You wore a messy bun for 4 years. Right?
Oh my God, stop it.
So don't shame me, shamer.
All right, okay.
Don't you shame me.
Okay, well, somebody else is getting shamed. So this, let's move on, shall we?
Let's move on, shall we?
Okay, so do you watch GMA?
Yeah, like when I can, I do.
Okay, so Amy Robach
Yes.
and
Oh, yeah.
and Ty Holmes apparently, or TJ Holmes, sorry.
TJ home.
Apparently they're having an affair.
Well, apparently they've let the world know.
Yes. Well, they didn't. Somebody else released pictures and then let it lay there for the world to see. So apparently,
Yeah.
according to some people at GMA, some staff.
Oh, I'm sorry though, but people should not be surprised if you're having an affair. Guess what? If it comes across me, I'm letting the world know about it too.
Okay, but apparently, according to the staff, it was the worst kept secret in daytime TV was the relationship between Amy and TJ, apparently.
Really?
So these pics come out, and now they're calling it an affair. They've been separated from their spouses since August. And do you remember Andrew Shue?
Yeah, from Melrose Place.
He's married to Amy.
Oh,
unfortunately, I don't. TJ Holmes. I don't know what his wife's name is called, but
I don't know.
Apparently, the statement was released that from the president of GMA or whoever, whatever.
Yeah,
they're not going to be disciplined because they didn't apparently violate any company rules. And I'm like, how do you discipline adult people going about their relationship life?
right.
How are you disciplining them?
Yeah.
Because like that, to me, that statement sounded a bit, what the fuck? Like
a little
really,
bit, right?
You sound like the parent who's now disciplining their children.
Yeah.
They work for you. They don't owe you more than that.
Right. Exactly.
Right? And if they're apparently no company policy, but now they've been basically, they're on hiatus.
Yeah, but I get that though. I totally get that. They're on hiatus because they just brought a whole mess of drama to that station.
Well, they brought a lot of something.
You're on a timeout is what they're on, right? You're on a timeout. You've now made this difficult. You've made this awkward for us, and now there's a lot of drama, and we're getting negative press. You two go sit in the corner. Right? Dirty birds. In
the corner. Yes. Dirty bird alert.
Dirty bird alert, right? Go sit in the corner, you two. Think about what you've done.
But I think I'm finding it interesting, the words that are being used in association with this affair. Because, first they say they're not going to be disciplined. Okay, right. Bad word. Don't use words like that because you sound like you're their parents. And then they describe Amy and TJ's reaction to being put on hiatus as confused and baffled as to why they got pulled. You're portraying them as if they're idiots. They know exactly why they're not on TV right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say confused.
Right? And at the end of the day, right? Big Brother is not happy with them.
No, right? It's the Disney Corporation. They don't need an affair.
They're
need this. Disney, for heaven's sake.
Right. They don't need this. They don't need this. They didn't sign up for this. They did not sign up for this in their life right now.
But ultimately, people, why are we shocked that two human beings who found each other attractive and no longer found their spouses attractive got together? Everybody does this. And is it an affair or are they having a relationship? Because was the affair happening before? What was it? But was it happening before August?
I don't know. I don't know. But if you still have a husband, it's an affair.
If you still have a wife, I suppose it is an affair.
It's not a relationship.
But they've been separated since August.
Probably because this probably started to surface. Probably started to bubble oil.
Well, they called Andrew Shue the estranged husband. I love that word, estranged.
No offense though, right? I mean, if I'm married to Andrew Shue, I'm not kicking him to the curb for nothing. I mean, he's a nice looking young man. He's fine. Fine.
Apparently Amy and TJ bonded over their time together running or training for a marathon.
Okay, so that's all it is, right? Different. Everybody grows apart and finds new people, and that's fine. But you know my theory, right? End the first relationship before you start the second one.
Yes, that would be.
Right? And then nobody probably cares, right? Then GMA probably don't care because guess what? Oh, you're just divorced. Okay, yeah, sure, no problem. right? There's no drama coming from, oh, and the divorced people got together in the office. That makes sense, right? It's when they're still probably got a spouse that people aren't too happy about.
Okay, but then another thing happened. Because they host the 3rd hour of GMA, right?
Right. Yeah.
What you need to know or something like that. And TJ goes, "Who's looking forward to the weekend?" And Amy goes, "I'm looking forward to the weekend."
Right. Like, I think there's some weird innuendos.
It's an innocent phrase,
but
I'm like, oh my God.
No, but now everything's going to be scrutinized, so it doesn't seem so innocent. It seems like, oh, why? You two shacking up somewhere and getting it on? Right? It seems dirty. It's all dirty now.
Come get it on.
Right? They took something and made it dirty, right?
I don't know. I just think, and then, okay, so the latest though, apparently TJ is a dirty, dirty bird so.
This isn't his first rodeo.
No, apparently he's had some affairs of the heart before her.
So he's just a good, upstanding man, it sounds like. Right? And I'm
like, oh my goodness, they are digging the dirt.
Because now
digging.
Well, if the dirt's there, then it's there to be dug.
Ugh.
That's the way it is now, right?
I wonder how long they'll stay off then.
I don't know.
How long do you think they'll stay confused and baffled?
I bet you they'll find another show to take over.
Do you think?
I think they'll be confused and baffled for a long time, I feel. I think so. You know what else I feel? I feel that it's funny, right? It's like that time of year, right? Where, people are making their Christmas lists and asking Santa for what they want. The only thing I really want this year for Christmas is I just want the Jays to make their team better. Is that too much to ask?
How much money they got?
I don't know. Apparently it's too much to ask because we're not making our team any better, right? Here's what's happening in the world of baseball, Samantha. Fake fan and all. Okay. Other teams are trading for players, right? Get a new pitcher, get a new outfielder, get all these star people, right? Yay, yay, yay. What do we get? We got a new coach. That's
not good?
No, right? We got some new seats for the stadium. Right? Right? We're not getting new players. We're not getting better yet. Haven't seen that happen. What the hell?
Okay, but Lisa, I heard the Blue Jays are looking for starting pitchers. What's the tea on that?
They're not finding starting pitchers. They're not doing anything. They need starting pitchers. Yeah, they haven't done anything. They haven't done nothing. They traded away Teoscar Hernandez, who's a good outfielder and a good hitter, for nothing. We got nothing. We got a reliever. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started.
That's not good.
Not good. It's not good at all. No, it's not good.
When does training camp start? February,
right? So what do we got? Like 8 weeks and nothing. Not
happy. Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to be disappointed this Christmas. I can already tell.
I think you will.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it.
Okay. Speaking of Christmas, though. What is one Christmas tradition you would relive if everyone was still alive?
So if all the players from my youth were still alive, what would I relive? I would relive the delicious Christmas Eve appetizer spread my mom used to put on every Christmas Eve. I would right from the cabbage rolls to the shrimp cocktail to the deviled eggs. I would relive that whole spread in the dining room. Totally. Right. Bring it on. And I would love it. So I would appreciate that appetizer layout more than I ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
If all the people were still kicking and around, I think I have always enjoyed Christmas at my parents' house, but I can remember Christmas when we still lived in BC. It was the 70s, so it was fun. We would have, I remember having a big Christmas at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and everybody was over, and us kids were dressed up pretty in our sharp collared shirts and our.
Because why is it that we need to get dressed up for Christmas supper?
We got dresser for Christmas supper, and we would have it there. But I remember falling asleep in like a bunch of coats to stay warm and stuff like that.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
It's like stuff like that. And then another thing would be is the Christmas Day ice skate that we would always do. We would
Right.
go to the
Okay. So
local
that's fun.
rink. Yeah,
Yeah.
we go to the local rink and we play hockey. We play bad hockey, but we will play hockey.
But you'd still play hockey. See, that's
Yeah,
fun, right?
yeah.
Those are good memories. Those are good memories for
hmm
sure. For sure, for sure. Do you ever imagine what it would be like, what our life would be like if we had kids? Like, are we softening up a little bit? Do you ever wonder? Like, do you ever like look at the kids and think, I wonder what life would be like if
No,
I
I'm
had one of those
thankful I
kids?
don't have children.
Huh. Because, okay, so, and I am too. So when I was talking to my work friends about the Casey Anthony thing, one of the ladies is like, oh my God, like she like killed her baby. She killed her kids. And she's like, that's so horrible. And I automatically, as much as I know how horrible that is, I felt that she felt that it was more horrible. And that's because she's a mom than I felt it was horrible because I don't have that connection, right? I think it's horrible, but I don't have that motherly connection as to I lost my baby, right? We don't have that.
I think you're missing a chromosome or an
Why?
emotional, I don't know, piece
Don't
of
get me wrong,
the
I think it's
human
horrible.
pie.
I think it's horrible, but I don't feel like
You know what? The thing is that some people know that they want kids and some people know that they don't.
yeah.
And I was not like, to a certain point, I maybe when I was very young I thought I would have kids. And then as I got older, I'm like, I don't want kids. I don't want anything to do with this.
I don't think
I don't
I
want
ever
anything to
thought
do
I
with
would have
this.
kids. I don't think I ever thought I would have kids. I never liked kids.
Yeah. And it just,
Ever.
whatever might have, you know how they say, oh, your biological clock is ticking. It never ticked long enough. It never ticked.
And let it just tick right away. Let it expire. It's fine, is what I always say.
There might have been a moment, but it was a fleeting moment at the very most.
Oh my God, right? So fleeting, right?
But when you come across things like the Casey Anthony story,
Like, you feel bad. I
think it's
bad.
horrific. But I don't feel it as like someone who's had a child feeling it. But I still feel like it's not
cool.
It's not
cool.
good.
Not good.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. Exactly. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking
That makes us sound heartless, Lisa.
it does, right? It does. Totally makes us sound heartless.
Okay, guys, we really do care about
We
people.
do care about kids and about that, but whatever.
I may be softening up a little, but I at 54, I'm still okay.
I'm so good. I'm not softening to the point where I have regrets and I'm like, oh, it's so sad around Chris. No, I'm good.
No,
Totally
I
fine.
don't feel like that
Totally
at
fine.
all.
I'm perfectly fine without it. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking, you know what? Women nowadays, they really have it easy because, and if they ever want to question, all that they should think of is, remember pantyhose?
Well, they still exist.
But nobody wears pantyhose.
No,
that's true. Who's wearing pantyhose? Nobody.
Nobody's wearing pantyhose.
Right? Like a pair of pantyhose that never ever fit anybody properly.
No.
They came different sizes. They never fit. They pulled up and they rolled down. And then after you wore them, the crotch hung low, right? They just were a horrible, horrible invention, pantyhose were.
That's true. And
right?
but people are more likely probably to wear tights. So are they any different? Probably not.
I wonder if tights stay more in place than a pantyhose did.
Well, they're typically thicker.
Because they're heavier, right?
Yes.
So I think that there's a big difference between tights and a pantyhose. I think the experience is not the same, Samantha. Right? I don't believe it's the same experience at all.
But if you ever wonder if life is easy or life is hard, just remember pantyhose.
We wore pantyhose. Right? We wore pantyhose. Right? Just keep that in mind.
Suffered through pantyhose.
Pantyhose.
You don't know the horror, the pain.
You don't know how bad things are until you've worn pantyhose with your skirt.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yes.
You just don't know how bad things are till you've worn pantyhose. Just saying. That's all I'm saying.
What a way to gauge suffering.
Right? Oh, really? What about pantyhose? Oh, yeah, pantyhose. It's up there with corsets, right? Corsets,
Oh my God.
pantyhose,
Yeah.
right? I feel very similar to that.
Yes, it is.
Not good. It's not good. Not good at all. No.
All right, Lisa, what's making you shake your head this week?
Samantha, I'm shaking my head this week at layering. Why can't they just make warmer clothes? Why do I have to put on 25 layers to be warm? Why can't they just make things warm?
Okay, so the reason why you have to layer is because when you're inside, you'd be so hot
In your warm stuff.
if your pants had 4 layers in it and it was just your pants. You can't peel off the layers. It's just all together.
But wouldn't it feel so much better?
Potentially, you would be very warm, but I feel like that is like not like I think you would hate it after a minute.
You think you would hate it? Like pants with lining?
Pants with lining are great if you're outside.
But if you're inside, I don't know. I hate layering, right? People are always like, layer up. I am not layering.
Okay. Think of this. You have snow pants. And under the said snow pants are pants.
Our pants.
Right?
Yeah.
If you keep those snow pants on, which
I guess
you would have as a child,
right?
You get so hot.
Yeah.
That you don't know where to leave yourself because those snow pants, they're doing their thing. They're keeping you warm. But now you can't take them off because mom's like, I am not wrestling you into the snow pants again. You keep them on. You'll be fine.
On. Yeah, that's right. Because then we got to put your boots back on.
Right.
Right? No.
So Lisa, remember snow pants.
And remember snow pants, not just snow pants. Snow pants back in our days had the suspenders. They were the whole thing. It wasn't just a pant. It was like a hole with a big zipper that went up the front, right? Like mid-chest zipper and some things your arms went through.
Right.
Those were, think of that, today's youth. Think of that. What about you? What are you shaking your head at?
I am shaking my head at the fact that we don't have the Lifesaver book of our youth anymore. Do you remember the Lifesaver book that used to open and it had 10 different flavors of Lifesavers?
Yep. The good ones.
The good ones. The good ones. And the reason I bring it up is because I saw it on Jan's Facebook.
I saw that on her Facebook today.
She was talking about the Lifesaver book, and I'm like, Jan, ditto, sister, ditto. Right? I don't know why Lifesavers killed the Lifesaver book because it opened.
And why did they have to change? Why did they have to change the flavors?
They changed the flavors. Now you can only get the Lifesaver book, and it has like the fruit flavored Lifesavers. Yeah. That's all you get.
And is it 10 or does it open or is it just one now? Like 5 of them?
Sometimes it's one. And then I saw another one where you can open up and it's an actual book, but there's only 5 Lifesaver rolls and they're all the same flavor. Hi. Ew.
Who wants that?
Who wants that? Why
how do you trade
things?
that with your siblings, right?
Right.
How do you trade the rum and butter for the peppermint or something, right?
Right. The Winto-mint.
Winto green and peppermint. Right? Yeah.
I love that thing because you would get one every Christmas in your stocking.
Oh, for sure.
Like
right?
It was
because it was a good stocking gift, right? Because it took up half your stocking.
Right.
Right? You get the orange, then you get the book. Now there's not much room left for anything else, right?
No.
It was good planning.
Why did we get oranges in our stockings?
I don't know. I like an orange in my stocking because I like oranges. You would have hated that as a kid.
Yeah, I wasn't. Okay, what we did, we would have our stockings.
My mom used to get a carton of cigarettes in her stocking.
Of course she did. That's Santa knows. Santa knows.
Santa knew.
So what we used to do is we had our stocking, but then we had a bowl where we would get nuts and candy canes, and then our oranges were in the bowl. I remember that. Yeah.
Why do you have a bowl with your stocking?
I'm not sure why we would get a bowl and then we get our stocking with it.
That seems odd.
I know. I can't.
What was in your stocking then?
Like just knickknack, like socks and Lifesaver
underwear.
books and underwear and like little things like that.
Too. We never had a separate bowl. Everything went in that stocking.
I feel like we did.
Huh.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Weird.
Hard to say. I'm getting old.
Yeah. Right. And times have changed.
Yes.
Times have changed. But I think that's a good thing to shake your head at, because just bring back the traditional.
Right?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right? Exactly. Come on now, people.
Come on, people. Come on. Good one, Samantha. Good one.
All right, guys, we want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com, or just, message us on our social media platforms, direct message us, and you might just find it being mentioned during an episode.
Ooh.
We want to thank John Domingo. He is the best kept secret in podcasting. Makes us sound good.
He does make us sound good. We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, Samantha, we're at the end again. It seems like it's been a really long day with our long recording session. We're on hour 2 because we couldn't get 60 seconds correct.
Because we couldn't get our shit together.
Couldn't get our shit together. We started early and couldn't get our shit together.
Yeah.
And ended up late.
Yep.
That's how we go.
And that's what we do.
That's what we do. That's how we roll, Samantha. That's how we roll. All right. Anything else to add this week?
No, I'm good, Lisa.
I am better. So always a pleasure, Samantha.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.